Yoga, a simple movement and breathing activity that can have a far-reaching physical and psychological effect. Yoga expert Vanessa Kahlon explains how these simple activities can help students with autism. GFCF Chef Tom Dickinson takes his tools and charisma to the Aim Higher facility, and with a group of students, stirs up a delicious stir-fry. This and much more on this episode of Autism Today TV. This show, made possible in part by Apps for Autism. No matter what your target, language, communication, functional, or social skills, Apps for Autism has an app for you.
Hello, my name is America Gonzalez.
And I'm Thomas Todd.
And I'm Lois Brady. And on this episode of Autism Today TV, we're going to talk about yoga. We're going to talk about community resources and how to get your children again up and moving to engage both their mind and their body. So to start us off, we have Dr. Temple Grandin, who's going to tell us how important exercise is for our children and our adults on the spectrum. So let's hear from Dr. Grandin.
Another thing that helps is exercise. This slide shows a very, very severe lack of exercise. But there have now been 4 scientific studies that show that 2 45-minute periods of vigorous exercise, things like jogging or jumping on the trampoline or running around and shooting baskets or playing soccer, something that's very vigorous will help reduce tantrums, reduce stereotypies, and reduce hyperactivity. That's a simple thing that anybody can do, and this works in both children and adults.
That was very insightful.
It was. Dr. Grandin's always got some very great tips for us. I love her. I've seen her many, many times.
Who better to tell us about it than somebody who's experiencing it herself?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to move on to an interview with Vanessa Kahlon at the Kahlon Family Services. She does a yoga program called YEAS. It stands for Yoga Education for Autism Spectrum. And she designed it specifically to go in the home and teach the whole family how to do yoga together. So let's hear from Vanessa what her program's all about. We are here at Autism Today, and we're talking with Vanessa Kahlon from the YEAS program. That's YAS, and it stands for Yoga Education for Autism Spectrum. And I think that the yoga program is one of the most, I'm going to say, excellent programs you can do for your child on the spectrum or any individual on the spectrum. And luckily we have the expert here, Vanessa, who's going to tell us some of the benefits of getting your children on the spectrum or yourself into a yoga class.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. YAS is actually a yoga program that is tailored for children who are on the spectrum. And the program has a lot of benefits in the sense that it hits on areas or deficits that children that have been diagnosed autism have, such as poor motor coordination. Yoga is great because of the repetition that it brings, and it's the same routine and it's the same sequence that you're going to be able to build upon. So for example, maybe going to downward dog into a plank position can help children build on the core and different areas of the body, and also increases body awareness, and it teaches kids body parts where their body is in space. So if you're thinking about downward dog, you have to have your hands and feet in the same position for the pose, and that really helps support children in the sense of, okay, where are my hands, where do my feet go, and it increases the body awareness. It also helps, it's a coping skill for children who have autism in the sense that you are learning about your body. You're learning how to control your body a little bit more. Going from one pose to the next pose, you are learning how to sequence and being able to follow instructions. And when you hear something, being able to go in that position. Or maybe you're a child that has a hard time listening, so you have a visual schedule that my program we provide for all children so they know each step what they're going to be going into. One thing I do in my group is I have 3D yoga figurines, and I have the kids take them out of a bag and then they come up and teach. So they'll teach each skill, meaning that they have to tell you where the feet go, where the hands go, how do we get in there? And that's a very difficult skill to do. But the benefit when the child is finished teaching, what they get and how they feel about themselves, which increases self-esteem, is huge. It also works as a coping skill for children who have anxiety, being able to self-regulate by taking in deeper breaths and things like that, and being aware of how they're breathing and what's a proper way to breathe. Even adults, we seem to have a tendency to hold in our breath, and we can't, especially when we get nervous. So can you imagine a child that's going to a new environment, a new place, they don't know any of the people? Yoga can be done on and off the mat. So if they're in a new place, in a new environment, taking in a deep breath where they are can help decrease their anxiety. So it's a great coping skill to have. And also yoga is great because you can meet the child where they are at emotionally and physically. So you're not going to push the child, is especially in yoga, wherever you are is where you are at that moment, and there's no wrong and there's no right. And they're able to feel their body, be in their body in that pose. And then you have the shavasana at the end, which is the meditation part, where they're able to just be and relax.
I like the idea of teaching them how to relax, because we tell them 100 times a day just to relax, and they might not even know what that means. So here you are, now you're teaching them this is what it means to relax. So now when they're out in the environment and they're starting to get a little upset, you can say relax, and they really have something to pin it to. They have these techniques that you've taught them, the breathing and the meditating, so they can know what it means, and I really like that about yoga. Vanessa, where can we find you? Where can we find your program?
You can find my program by going to my website, which is KahlonFamilyServices.com. And there's also a training schedule when I go out and do different trainings or different seminars. Also by contacting me at 415-971-8214. I also have a Facebook page. The information is there, which is a great tool to have.
And if we're not in California and we really want our child to go and explore a yoga program, what are the kinds of things we need to look for, and how would we go about finding a good program, someone that understands children on the spectrum?
I would contact your closest yoga studio and see if they work with children. Mm-hmm. And within that, interviewing the person that, or the yoga instructor that does work with kids if they have experience working with children with special needs. Also maybe contacting an OT that has a yoga background, which would be a good way to do so. One way is I've done different trainings in different cities. If you want to contact me, maybe there's a city, or I know somebody that has been trained by me, because I have had people fly in from out of state.
Last question is, how about a home program? Are there any home programs that you have or you would recommend?
For the home program, I would recommend is I just actually developed a backpack for parents and educators that has a visual schedule. It has 3D yoga figurines, which are amazing for these kids, for any kid actually, and adults, along with a choice board that goes with it and tools on how to teach yoga to your children so anybody can do it. The goal is that anyone could be able to grab the backpack and teach these kids, or all kids, yoga.
Oh, that's fabulous. And we can get that at your website too.
Yes.
We want to thank you for coming by and explaining how yoga is wonderful for our kids and for individuals on the spectrum. And all the best of luck to you. And good luck with the backpack. I didn't realize you just had gotten it out. That's incredible. And I love the 3D figurine idea.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Vanessa. That was great. Vanessa also offers a backpack. So again, if you're not near Vanessa or you can't get to her program, you can go order her backpack, which she has some cards and some schedules and all the things you need to do to carry on this program at your home. So that was Vanessa, and next up we have
some really great resources from the Autism Speaks Foundation. They offer many resources online, and they include a lot of organizations and resources and community activities, after-school programs, social skills activities, and they're not just local to the Bay Area, but they're local to multiple different states and areas that you live in. All you have to do is go online.
And also, iTunes has the Autism Speaks app, and our show, Autism Today TV, is featured on it.
on there, yes.
So if you ever want to see our shows and other resources, other shows that are out there, go ahead and go onto iTunes, and you can download the app today. It's free.
So those are two great resources, the Autism Today app and the Leading the Way resource guide. Again, that has 5,000 resources in it across the states, and all you need to do is go onto the internet and click on your state, and up will pop all the resources that are available to you. It's super awesome. So.
Yes, and there's another resource. When you have kids who are on the spectrum or who have ADHD, regular green time has been linked to an increase in academic performances. It also reduces stress, and you also get to provide some physical benefits that go along with that.
All right, so I have a few other apps that we'd like to share with you involving support for physical fitness.
Here's a couple of apps that can help you establish your own home yoga routine. The first is Super Stretch and focuses on children.
This is Otto, the down dog. Otto is having a bad day, so he wags his tail, calms his mind, and shakes his troubles away. Are
Some
you ready to put
poses
your
help
paws on
with
the
breath
ground?
support and
Lift your tushy to the
airflow.
sky and wag your tail. This stretches and strengthens your whole body from your fingers to your toes. He may look scary, but Busha the snake doesn't bite. Instead, he teaches us how to unwind, transforming our thoughts from dark to light. Lie on your tummy. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground. This is really good for your back and helps your insides if you ever have a tummy ache. For extra fun, breathe out and make the S sound.
There are 12 poses in all to help build a strong body and mind. Our next app is Daily Yoga, and it is targeted at the teen or the adult. It comes in 2 modes, Start Training and Pose Library. Let's take a look at the yoga exercises, and we'll go for the 10-minute one.
Sit cross-legged.
The yoga sequence.
Inhale and
It
lift
starts
up
out
your
with breathing.
shoulders. Exhale and roll them back and down. Keep your hands on the knees in giant mudra. Then softly close your...
Here's a different pose.
Stand with legs together. Exhale and bend your knees. Reach your fingertips to your toes. Inhale and lift up your arms while drawing the sit bones back and down.
Let's go back and take a look at the pose library. You can choose from several different categories. My favorites are balance, breath control, and restorative, as they promote self-regulation and body awareness. Our last app is Relax HD, developed to reduce stress and anxiety with slow, deep breathing exercises timed to calming music. Breathe in, breathe out. There are 3 levels of difficulty that allow you to adjust the ratio, timing, and breath per minute. We hope these 3 apps can help you establish a home routine that'll build a healthy mind and body for the whole family.
So I hope you try out some of those apps at home. America?
Well, we're going to be getting to talk to Chef Tom next,
Yay.
and he's going to be doing something new and exciting. He's going to be with his students. So let's see what kind of trouble he's getting into.
Hello, and welcome to Autism Today TV. We're here today with Jadinova Grahava, who is the director of Aim Higher. It's an adult developmental center here in Fairfield, California.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, welcome. Geneva, tell us a little bit about your program.
Well, Aim Higher was founded and launched in 2005 by Ed and Marina David. We currently have about 6 programs throughout California, and we have definitely raised the bar in the day programming world. I believe we use technology. We just use a lot of different tools that are out there to cater to the needs of those with the developmental disabilities.
I know Chef Tom has been coming here for about 3 months. Is there any success stories or favorite stories?
Oh my goodness, I have so many success stories. But today actually, one of our consumers is legally blind and has, he was born with being blind. And today when I went to take him back, I cooked for the first time.
Oh.
And that is an awesome, touch my heart type of moment, because it is, it's such a milestone for him in his life. And another success story has been another consumer coming in and being able to host his own.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, host his own parties and go by basically following the directions from Chef Tom and using his cookbook. And so we are very excited to have him here.
Yes, we are very excited. So let's go take a look at Chef Tom and his class.
Yes.
Hey everybody, welcome to Autism Today TV, and today we are coming live from Aim Higher. You guys this is a great room today. I'm happy. This is our first time we're actually cooking in front of an audience today. Today we are gonna make some orange chicken. It's gonna be awesome. And just so we make it allergy friendly, we are going to make some gluten-free orange chicken. Because guys, remember the rule. What's our rule? Nobody gets what in cooking class? Left behind. Left out. Absolutely. That's right. So first thing we're going to do, I need a volunteer. Me. All right. Actually, I need 2 volunteers. Lawrence. Bobby, come on up. Put on some gloves, boys. So what I want you to do, Bobby, because you've done this before, is I want you to smash some garlic for me.
Oh, yeah.
All right? I want you to take that. You gotta smash that. Smash the other 2 like that too, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right. What I want you to do, Lawrence, we're gonna take our knife here. You're gonna hold your hand like the claw, like that. Just gonna slice that chicken like that, okay? So grab the knife, watch your fingers. So what Lawrence is doing right now, he's slicing up the chicken for our orange chicken today, and Bobby's actually gonna be smashing some garlic. We're an interactive bunch here. Yeah. Good job, Bobby. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up the rest of the peppers and the broccoli. Got our chicken, we got peppers, we got broccoli. We're just gonna cut up a little more. All right. So Esau, we're gonna have you over here. You're gonna cut some broccoli, okay? Oh yeah. Oh, Esau, look at you, man. All right, Akeem, what I want you to do is we're gonna cut the end. You gonna do it? All right, so what you do is take that off, like that, and do the rest of them like that, okay? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. All nice and even, Hakeem. Look at that. Awesome. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that knife work. Excellent. Give him a hand. Good job, Hakeem. Awesome, man. These look beautiful. Those are gorgeous. All right, Tony, come on up.
All right, get me on video.
Tony, nobody likes to show off.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to do one, and then I want you to do it just like I do, okay?
Catch me on TV right now. Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah. So I'm going to let go of the knife, and you're going to do it, okay?
Okay.
So guys, what's the first thing we need for orange chicken sauce?
Orange juice.
Orange juice, yes. So we're gonna add some orange juice in here.
What's the fish sauce?
Fish sauce is like soy sauce, but it doesn't have any wheat in it. So we're gonna add some fish sauce in here. Make it fun. Then we're gonna add some sweet chili sauce here, because we wanna make it sweet.
Is it gonna be a little spicy too?
It's gonna be a little spicy. It's gonna have lots and lots of flavor in it. It's gonna be super, super fun. Oh yes. All right, guys, you ready to cook?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some people up here. So I'm thinking, guys, for our next volunteer, I think we need a superhero up here. I think we need a daredevil up here. Come on up, Billy. And your walk's right here. Go ahead and feel it.
You mean I get to take a walk?
Yes, you get to take a walk. You get to walk and roll today, man.
Oh, goody. I'm into walk anyway.
So I want you to feel the edges of the walk. I want you to think of the walk as kind of like a clock, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna start cooking, guys. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start putting some veggies in here, guys. You hear that, Billy?
Yeah.
All right. That's what you want to hear. Want to hear a little bit of sizzle. What's the next thing we're gonna add, guys?
Wow. Chicken.
Good chicken. Yes. Next thing we're gonna add, guys, we're gonna add a little bit of broccoli in here. Broccoli. Lots of broccoli. We must all eat our vegetables. That's coming up right behind you with some sauce. Get some sauce in here, guys. Josh, you got some sauce coming in for you, buddy. All right. You keep cooking it down. Let's turn the temperature down a little bit. Let it cook, guys. Look at that. You got some nice sear on that chicken of yours. That looks really good, man.
Thank you. Is it boneless?
Yes.
Good.
I'm gonna check your chicken and make sure it's cooked all the way through.
Okay.
Billy?
Yeah.
Your chicken's cooked perfectly.
Yay!
Billy has cooked his chicken perfectly. Give him a hand, guys.
Do I stop now?
Yeah, go ahead and stop.
All right.
We're gonna shut your thing off.
Thank you.
Gonna shut your heat off.
Thank you.
I told you you're cooking, man.
Woo!
Okay, look at the smile of confidence on his face.
Voila, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Levo super cozy that chicken. Levo juba grande zumplesą. Degage. Nie pod content. On procheia. On débager. Levo juba ta super. No? No?
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Oui.
Oui, oui.
I am going to become the French chef. Oui. I'm going to become. I love you too, Sarah.
You are going to become the Daredevil Gourmet.
I will. I will put my own show on the Food Network. The Daredevil Gourmet. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Look at the color on that chicken. That is a perfect sear. Look at you, Josh. You're studding out today, man. You're studding out. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
I can make a 5-star gumbo with pasta.
We are 4 for 4. Perfectly cooked chicken, guys. All right, guys, so we all made orange chicken today. Yeah. Right? Give yourselves a big hand. You guys all did super awesome today. I want to thank all you guys here today. And remember, as I always say, this could be your dinner tonight.
That was wonderful. Chef Tom is always such a great pleasure to have on the show.
And thank you, Chef Tom, for inviting us into your classroom with all your wonderful students. It was a great time. And for more information on this show and all of our shows, please visit our website at autismtodaytv.com. Thank you.
Yay!
With every breaking dawn, a brand new child is born. Someday they'll be full of hopes and dreams. It won't be very long until they move out on.
It wasn't easy.
By the way, Billy, you're cooking hot food.
Yes, I am.
Just like I told you you would.
Yeah. And you're right. You promised.
I promise you, you're going to be cooking hot food. Did I tell you you were?
Yeah.
Look what you're doing now. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Really, really proud of you.
Thank you.
'Cause that's the way that life's supposed to be. But something isn't right. There's a lost look in their eyes. They're crying out, why can't you just see? I'm in here when the joy turns to crying. See the world from my eyes for just a moment in time.
are going to become the Daredevil Gourmet.
I will. I will put my own show on the Food Network. The Daredevil Gourmet. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Voila, baby.